They were just standing there in the dark, two tall, weird-looking beings that did not look human. In this video, I will tell you the story of my bizarre encounter with aliens. This happened back in 2017. I got a phone call from my cousin, and he told me that we were invited to join his wife and him to Tulum in Mexico. So my wife and I could obviously not deny that invitation, and off to Tulum we went. We stayed at a small hotel right at the beach. It wasn't a modern hotel. This place had little rustic cottages buried between palm trees and vegetation. At check-in, they told us that they turn off the electricity daily at midnight because the whole place was running on a power plant. This is why they gave us a flashlight per cottage. We hadn't planned to stay for more than a week, but it was so nice, we ended up staying for more than 2 weeks. We were having fun, enjoying the beach, the restaurants, the beautiful sunsets, not thinking anything weird would happen, but it did. The day of the encounter happened a couple of days after our arrival. My cousin got a beachfront cottage, so my wife and I visited them and hung out on his terrace. And it got late, almost 3 o'clock in the morning. There were no lights anywhere. It was very dark, but you could still see a few feet away. We were listening to some music, chilling and talking. I was sitting facing the ocean when suddenly I caught some movement at the seashore to my left. I had my flashlight close by, and these flashlights had a long reach, so I took it and pointed it at the thing I saw moving. Of course, I thought it was someone standing there, and I just wanted to mess with them a bit with my flashlight. But the moment I lit up the flashlight, I could not believe my eyes. We were shocked. Yes, there was something standing there, but it looked so weird. It had 2 arms, 2 legs, everything, but its skin color was very bright, grayish-white. It was bald, and its head was egg-shaped. It was very tall, more like 7 or 8 feet in height. It was very slim, its arms and legs were very long and thin. It was just standing there a couple of feet inside the ocean, and my cousin immediately shouted, "What the hell is that?" And the being turned and looked at us as I was pointing the light directly at it. Then it looked to its left, so I pointed the flashlight in that direction, and there was a second being that looked identical to the first one. They looked at each other, and the next thing you know, they just took off in the opposite direction from us. But the weirdest part is the way they moved forward. They started moving very fast, but they did not bend their arms or knees. They were completely straight but moved very fast. Who moves like that? I have never seen that before anywhere. Not even Michael Jackson could do that. I felt a strong urge of wanting to get a closer look, so I stood up fast and I said to my cousin, "Let's go after them." He hesitated at first, but then I said it again, "Let's go after them, let's go." And we started running after them like in a bad horror movie. We arrived at the spot where those beings were standing just some seconds later, but they were gone, nowhere to be seen. I shone my flashlight in every direction, but no sign of these beings. They had just vanished. So we walked back, confused, not knowing exactly what had just happened. We started asking what everyone had seen in detail to make sure we all saw the same thing, and we did. My description is the exact same as everyone else's. 2 tall beings, bald, grayish-white skin, and they moved in a very odd way and disappeared fast. My wife and my cousin's wife had a different perspective of the situation from the moment my cousin and I were running towards those beings. They could clearly see how we looked compared to them. They told us afterwards that we looked totally human, like you would expect us to, but those beings absolutely did not. Since I was a child, I have always been terrified of aliens, because of some horror movies I should have not watched as a kid. I absolutely fear the fact that they could come anytime at night into my room, abduct me and perform all sorts of cruel experiments on me. What a terrifying thought when you're a kid with a vivid imagination. Still to this day, if some weird sound wakes me up at 3 in the morning, my mind says aliens, and I take cover under my sheets, which are a safe place as you know. Unfortunately, I have no physical proof of this encounter. It happened so quick, I never thought of picking up a camera. It all happened in seconds, I just reacted fast. I'm surprised that I did not feel any fear at all. On the contrary, I was excited. I wanted to see them up close. I really wish I could have gotten a closer look to make sure that what we saw were actually aliens and not some deception of our imagination. But I guess we'll have to live with that unanswered question for the rest of our lives. Do you have a similar story? I want to know about it. Tell me in the comments below. Next time, maybe I'll tell you about my weird encounter I had with a ghost. Let me know in the comments if you want to hear that story.